I'm Ashley, and I love the 49ers.
And I'm Nicole, and I love the Chargers.
Welcome back to Touchdowns and Tight Ends.
Thanks, guys. Thanks for joining. Sorry again about last week. We just had quite the fiasco, and last minute had to cancel. So sorry. Hopefully, we don't have to do that again. Ashley, what are you drinking tonight?
It is a wine night again. I like to drink the wine at night. It helps me sleep sometimes. What are you drinking?
Well, today I have to do the seltzers because it is game day. Not my day, but gotta have a seltzer. Well, cheers.
Yes. To be honest, I looked for beer today at the grocery store because I really wanted like a pumpkin beer just to be like fall festive, but there was no good pumpkin beers at Stater Brothers. So maybe for the next one.
No pumpkin beers at all?
There was like what is it, like Sam Adams? There wasn't anything good. I need to go to like Bevmo or something.
I was really into like the pumpkin like fall beers for a while, but I swear I feel like after I did that winter Truly box with like the peppermint and all these like super weird flavors, I'm like I can't drink any of this anymore.
Yeah. Well, it's all good. Well, guys, again, thanks for joining us. Sorry we couldn't make it week one. I know that Nicole and I wanted to take some time to kind of go over week 1 and 2 and how we did with our predictions and maybe some highs and lows from the last weeks. Maybe talk about our time at the game yesterday.
Oh boy.
And then talk to you guys about week 3. So week 1, I know, again, just like a little recap. Oh, 49ers First Take says, hello, ladies.
Hi.
Thanks for joining us. I think that the Monday night game is over. We knew this was going to be a little rough. But okay, so week 1. How do you feel the Chargers did week 1, Nicole?
So week 1, gosh, I was so amped about this last week. So week 1 was actually I predicted that we were going to lose to the Washington football team, and we ended up pulling out a win. So that was super exciting. This week, on the other hand, was not so exciting, and I'll get into that. But Ashley, what about you? You got both your predictions. You're 2-0 right now.
We are 2-0, and I did predict that we'd beat the Lions and the Eagles. I think that if you go back and watch our recording from that prediction, I was really confident in our ability to beat the Lions and the Eagles, and I don't know that either game was one that was like pretty and easy, I think we started out that week 1 game pretty strong, and then it got really scary towards the end. But after like realizing that Shanahan had pulled out like a bunch of starters at the end because he was scared of injuries, kind of makes sense why it got a little scary, right? Lesson learned. And then yesterday's game, I tried to watch. I was on my way, guys, to the Chargers game yesterday, and so I was listening to the game on my AirPod and trying to watch the game on my phone during the tailgate. So I tried to catch all the big ones. It looked like it started out a little rough yesterday. I think that's the first quarter we've had 0 first downs in a lot of years. Like no first downs in the first quarter is wild. I for sure thought we were going to lose the game watching that. And then it looked like the team came back. I mean, I took a couple notes just out of some things that, stood out to me.
I just have to say, though, you were a champ yesterday. The fact that you had to miss your game, come and support me and be with us and like go to the Chargers game and even go to the tailgate and do everything else. I mean, you guys, Ashley was hysterical. She had her friend drive her to the game so that she could watch the game on her phone, and then she gets out of the car and she has her earbud in and she's like, hey guys, okay, I'll talk to you when the game's done. So she was literally like mute for 2 hours, and then as soon as the game was over, she pulls it up. She's like, I'm here.
Except like when the 49ers got a touchdown, I'd be like, touchdown! But like nobody else was watching the game except for me. So people probably thought I was like nuts.
It was pretty good. It was pretty good. Yeah. Hey, 49ers Lakers for life, and Tanya Seau. How are you guys?
Thanks for joining us, guys. We appreciate it. So big takeaways from yesterday's game. Our rushing defense, so we've always struggled against running quarterbacks. And now that we have Trey Lance, you would think that we'd have some more practice against running quarterbacks. But I believe Jalen Hurts got 82 yards and a touchdown on us yesterday. So like we are still struggling, which makes me, nervous for when we go and play somebody like Russell Wilson or Kyler Murray, who we have to play twice a year. I think that our passing defense did pretty good. I know that the Eagles tried to pull the Philly special on us and we stopped them right there, like at the goal on 4th and goal. So we did pretty good there. Bosa had 2 sacks. He's already had 3 sacks in 2 games. So, and I think he had 9 sacks his entire rookie season.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
they say he's like on pace to have like 25 sacks. We'll see. But I'm like, dude, I'm just stoked like with him being back and healthy right now. And then we blocked a field goal. I remember watching that in the car on the drive. I don't feel like we see that very often, but Kinlaw blocked a field goal, which helped us out.
Nice.
What else? We had some good punting yesterday. Jimmy looked a little rough out there in the beginning. I got nervous.
49ers First Take says Jimmy missing a lot of layup throws on the bounties had me pissed off.
It looked like, and again, I was watching from my phone while we were like driving, but it looked like he overthrew a lot and missed a lot of open receivers. But then Jimmy did do a good job of like running in for a first down, taking a knee to stop the clock, which he hasn't done in the past. And so the game was like a hard game, but it was like fought like tooth and nail to like win it. And, we have some big injuries. We have Mostert out for the entire season. We have Rhett out for the entire season. We had to pull in Josh Norman was the cornerback that we brought in, who's only been training with the team for like 2 weeks. So like we don't have a lot of depth in the cornerback. But, I think that we did pretty good. We have some injuries though. Like, I think I was telling you earlier, right? All 3 of our running backs got hurt in the game.
Brutal. That's brutal.
Trey Sermon, dude, I watched that hit. He's on concussion protocol right now, but like that hit was just.
So are they out for the season, or are these just kind of like out for the game? See how they do week to week.
So Trey Sermon's just on concussion protocol. So like if he passes it, he could play against the Packers on Sunday. And then Elijah Mitchell hurt his shoulder, which is also something that's like a week by week. And then he's the one who had like a breakout game in week 1. I think everybody went and added him to their fantasy teams after week 1. I did. And then Jermichael Hasty has a high ankle sprain, and that'll probably put him out for a minute. I remember Jimmy's high ankle sprain last year, basically the entire season. So I don't know what we're going to do with our running backs. So let's see. What do we got? Oh, we have Kenny joining us. First time joining. Die Hard Chargers.
Kenny, welcome.
Kinlaw, and then running backs are injured. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what we're gonna do about running backs against the Packers, but hope that somebody gets healthy. But we are 2-0.
I mean, speaking of the Packers, first of all, the game tonight. What a whole different world from last week, right? I have Rodgers and Jones on quite a few of my fantasy leagues, and I'll be honest, I was a little nervous that he was just going to throw the season. But he's redeemed himself. Boys got me 70 points on my fantasy this week so far. So, but you guys play Green Bay this week, and that's actually your first prediction for you guys to lose.
I know, which kind of sucks because it's our first home game, So I'm like, shit. And to be honest, I feel like the Packers have had a rough time playing us the last couple of years. So I don't know. I don't know which Rodgers are we going to get, week 1 Rodgers or week 2 Rodgers. Plus, like we have some injuries. But I will tell you this, because I have gone to a game at Levi's, and 49ers fans do show up to cheer on the 49ers when they play at home. So we're going to have
brutal.
We'll have those fans there to, maybe help out a little bit. But it is. I did predict us to lose. Look, dude, I would not mind us going undefeated for a while, but I'll tell you, the pressure's like on. What is there, 7 teams left that are like undefeated right now? And I feel like the pressure just gets on. And once you take that first loss, it's like, fine, we lost, like out of the way. Like now let's just focus on getting to the playoffs. So
your division is still undefeated besides the Seahawks, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I didn't get to watch all the games like you because we were at the game. Why did every game seem so freaking close yesterday?
This season so far, it's been, I mean, like all the primetime games, this one's a blowout. I mean, Green Bay just destroyed the Lions, unfortunately. But every game is so good. Even the Chargers Dallas game, it was a great game. It was a tough game to watch, and it was really depressing walking away from. But it was, I mean, all the games have been really good matchups so far this season.
Yeah. I feel like a lot of those teams that we were like, oh, they're not going to be that good. Like I watched them play and I'm like, oh shit, they're a little better than I thought they were going to be this year. Like the Eagles.
That and that's, isn't it so funny? Like during our predictions, we're like, oh, nah, we got that one, no problem. But every year too, though, it's you go in, you thinking you're going to own this game, right? My notes from when I first did my predictions with Zach way back when with Payo Time, I predicted that we would beat the Cowboys, not only beat them, but like it would be a blowout, and it was very far from. So you never know.
I know. So,
but Kenny, oh, my friend, very upset with the game for a multitude of reasons. I don't know if you were at the game or if you just watched it, but Ash and I were there, and it's the first game for the Chargers at home at SoFi. Herbert, Eckler, new team, strong team, defense is solid. Derwin James is back. Joey Bosa is healthy. So we go in with such confidence. And after winning Washington, I walked into the stadium and it was like, did I just walk into the Cowboys stadium? Like what's happened here? So that it was already kind of discouraging from the get-go. Even the tailgate, like Thunder Alley, we're out there and it's, I don't know, Ash, I would say 80% of the people in the tailgate were Cowboys fans.
80% of the people at the stadium were Cowboys fans.
70%.
Okay, 70%. Good. You guys maybe will get the fans coming.
Well, it's always kind of been like this. I think the hardest part for the Chargers is going to LA the same year that the Rams went to LA, and then the Rams go to the Super Bowl. So right away, we're the Clippers, they're the Lakers, right?
Dude.
Which is fine.
I say, and the Rams, like, I know I predicted that we'd sweep the Rams this year because we have the last 2 years, and then Stafford's looking pretty good.
Stafford's looking pretty
good. I know. Sure. I was like, oh crap.
You never know. Again, I mean, it's just it's week by week. But yeah, I don't know. I'm still just heartbroken from yesterday.
I know. Let's see. Glad that I am not blinded by Jimmy G's chin because some ladies are blinded by his pretty face. I mean, I will not lie. Jimmy G's he's the best looking quarterback in the league. But, yesterday was a little rough. Although I do think he pulled it together and pulled it out. And I think he's played okay this year. We also have, 49ers First Take says that we have 3 running backs coming in for a visit. I think I started to see something, and I couldn't tell you who the running backs were, but I know that's what I was telling you, Nicole, that there's some people coming in. I don't think we lose to the Packers. Aaron Rodgers doesn't do well against a good pass rush. And see, that's what I go back and forth on this game because I'm like, we have done pretty well against the Packers for the last couple of years, actually. So it just depends. What's hard is playing fantasy now and having Aaron Jones on my fantasy team. And also, I don't know if any of you guys play fantasy, but I feel bad for I freaking love my team, but the 49ers players aren't putting up any points unless it was Deebo Samuel.
So that's funny. So I'm in 4 leagues, and there's one where I don't have any Chargers players, and that never happens. I always have 2 to 4, and I don't have any. And that team I'm just dominating in. So I'm like, okay, maybe I don't always pick Chargers players. I mean, Mike Williams is on one of my teams, and he blew it out of the park yesterday. And then, Keenan Allen and Austin Eckler are always going to put points on the board, but yeah, it's hard. It's hard. Even at the game yesterday. So when Dallas got a touchdown, I was like, okay, well, as long as it's Amari Cooper and I get some points, but no more touchdowns. That's it. That's all you can do, I
know. I didn't pay Pollard yesterday, and I was like, dang it, he could have got me 20 points.
Kenny, the last call was not right. I mean, how many calls were not right? Yesterday, we lost with penalties and flags and I mean, everything across the board, right? Keenan Allen getting a penalty for taunting when their defense was all over him, right? Taking 2 of our touchdowns away from us for bullshit. I'm sorry. The refs threw that game for us. We lost. I will take the loss and I'll walk away. But I think the Chargers 1000% played the better football game yesterday.
Yeah. I mean, I guess good news is your predictions, while wrong, your games are still accurate. You predicted you guys to be 1-1 by week 2, and you guys are 1-1. You just had the games backed up. Washington also didn't look awful.
No. Well, I didn't think we would beat Washington because of their defense. And I thought maybe our team would have, first time jitters, whatever. But yeah, we took it. We didn't play all that great. But we did win. I think next week, last night, the best thing that could have happened was the Ravens beating Kansas City, right? Because we were also all undefeated. And then you have the Broncos and the Raiders earlier on in the day winning both of their games, and then we lose. I'm like, great. So now we're going to be last. And it's only week 2, but, I don't want to lose.
Yeah.
But having the Ravens beat Kansas City was my only saving grace last night when I got home from that game.
Yeah. I wish I could have watched it, but I was still driving home from that game.
It's a long day.
Yeah. So, all right. 49ers first takes. Drop a, what is that, a like? Yeah. So we're still learning all of our YouTube. Make sure you guys like it and subscribe. Thanks. Hey, Payo Time. How you doing? We are enjoying this YouTube journey. We're figuring it out. And we thank you guys for joining us because we still don't really know what we're doing.
Zach, why is Herbert so camera shy? I have to send you something. There was this reel that the girl that does all the Chargers content, she posted, and it was like his top 10 ways of getting away from the camera. And the best one was he'll literally switch jerseys with someone else so that she's following 10, but it's not even him and he's already on the field. So she completely misses him and doesn't get a picture of him because he won't do interviews. He's so shy. He's so cute.
He must be like an introvert.
Oh, totally. 100%. I mean, he's not shy with his Traeger. He'll talk about his Traeger and food all the time. But other than that, he doesn't want to be in front of the camera.
Oh, that's so funny. That's so funny. What about this year's rookie quarterbacks? I don't feel like I've got to really watch Trevor Lawrence or Zach Wilson play, but I feel like they haven't been getting some very much positive feedback. Have you been able to catch any of their games?
I saw a little bit of Mac. I don't know. We'll see. I don't think I didn't see any of this week. Obviously, I was at the game, all day yesterday, so I didn't see any rooks this week. But last week I did catch 2. I mean, we'll see how they do. I think Trevor Lawrence will be okay. I'm interested to see how Belichick and Mac Jones, how that relationship's going to go.
For whatever reason, I feel like it's probably going to work out just fine.
Zach Wilson struggled bad. He had 4 picks.
Yeah, I know there was not a lot of good, like I said, a lot of good feedback on him yesterday. Also the same with Trevor Lawrence, but Trevor also plays for the Jaguars. So it's I saw I don't remember if it was a meme or a comment that's he's the most underlooked first round pick ever because he plays for the Jags. So everyone's whatever, dude.
No one pays attention.
We're so focused on all these other teams that are actually going to go somewhere. Which kind of sucks, right? To be there. So,
but look at the Chargers. We weren't anything at all when we drafted Herbert, right? And Herbert's he's going to change the whole team around. So, it's progress, one step at a time.
It does take time. So,
I think that I need to share something with everybody. So Ashley and I are really interested in all the football designers and communities and just supporting small businesses, right? So as you all know, we have very high predictions for our teams this year. So we are definitely hoping that we'll get back to the Chargers 49ers Super Bowl this year.
Yeah.
This time, the Chargers are going to win this one.
I don't know about that, dude.
So big shout out to LF Stores. She's awesome and does amazing things. So if you guys have any girlfriends or sisters or moms, whatever things you want to, if you want to get somebody something fun, check out LF Stores.
Yeah, because we do like that game day fashion. Except on game day, we only wear our jerseys. Like, let me tell you guys, I stood out so much at yesterday's game because I had my 49ers mask on. I had my George Kittle red jersey on. I had my 49ers clear bag. Like, I was 100% a 49ers fan in a sea of like white and blue.
Dark blue.
Yeah.
Dallas, dark blue.
I'm pretty sure. I mean, I saw a couple 49ers fans there, but I couldn't go to the game and not wear my jersey.
No, it's game day. You've got to wear your jersey. Unfortunately, and maybe fortunately, I had to wash my jersey because we lost yesterday. So
it's a good thing I didn't spill anything on my jersey at the game.
I know you can't wash yours.
My
daughter is already dressed up from head to toe in Chargers. I love it. I love it.
Awesome.
Cutest.
And then do we have a link to LF Stores? First time dad, congratulations. And they need some gear. We don't have a link, but it's just on Instagram. You can go find them. It's just LF Stores. And they have some of the best vintage stuff. So.
Kenny, if you're on Instagram, follow us, Touchdowns and Tight Ends, and I'll send you a couple links to some super cute stores that have stuff for little kids.
Yeah. Did they really boo him? Or did they really boo the Chargers when they walked out? Is that the question? Maybe.
Because they did.
I know.
We were upstairs getting a drink right before kickoff, and it's the Chargers debut. They're all coming out. Their new stadium, first time ever coming out to play in front of fans, and it's literally just all I hear is booing. All I hear is booing. And anytime you go to a home game, like you have that home field advantage, what we were talking about earlier, right? When your team's on offense, it should be quiet in the stands. It should be quiet. All I could hear was roaring defense, like so loud. And so many of those players were so dang aggressive. I was just, or not players, fans. And I'm like, what? Calm down. Like, this is not your house. But I don't know. I guess if I was at an opponent's field and we were winning, I don't know, I might do the same thing. It's just sad to me. I hope whoever's a Chargers fan, when you go to the game, scream your heart out. I've totally lost my voice from yelling so hard yesterday, just trying to one up somebody. But
yeah, halfway through the game, I became a Chargers fan just to try to give you guys like an extra voice.
Well, you were cute in the bathroom, and that lady, she's like, so you're a 49ers fan. Why are you here?
And I was like, well, my best friend has season tickets. And she's like, well, what team are you rooting for? And I'm like, well, the Chargers, they're in the AFC. Like, I don't want the Cowboys to freaking win. Like,
exactly.
Tanya was at that Super Bowl cheering for the 49ers. And then was cheering for the Chargers because my cousin played. So it was tough when the Chargers lost, but happy to the Niners won. Dude, that's so awesome to be able to go to that Super Bowl. That's like
once in a lifetime.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and the Jets fans booed Zach Wilson. Jets fans are as bad as Philadelphia fans, huh?
Oh no!
You think about that kid who's like a kid playing in the NFL, trying. Like, the Jets are rebuilding. I think that Robert Saleh will get them where they need to be. But oh God, I'm rooting for the Jets just because I'm such a big Saleh fan. But I don't know. Like, as a mom, I think I feel bad.
So bad. And it's like, I mean, even the Lions tonight, somebody was saying something about Goff and like how terrible he is, and just like, God, how many more times can you mess it up, blah blah blah. And it's just like, give the guy a break. Like, it's such a hard job, but I mean, I get it. But these poor rookies that come in here their first year, I mean, how scared. I mean, remember water polo, like going to away games even after playing for a year. I mean, you get those game jitters, right? They've never had anything like this, and all these fans, and I mean, the fans are gnarly. A lot of the teams have really crazy fans.
Hey, what's up, Jay in the Bay? Thanks for joining us. What's good? Did I do that right? I'm trying. And yes, it does feel great to be 2-0. I'm wondering how long that will go. Like, we should do a poll. Which team is going to go the longest undefeated? That would be a really good poll to do on our page.
Erin, good night. Thanks for joining. We'll see you next time.
Stunt for president says, hey, hi.
Hey.
Yeah, we should totally do a poll on who do you guys think is going to be the last team to be undefeated? Like, is it going to be the Bucks this year? They look pretty good too. 48 points yesterday.
48 points. What was the other one that was Miami, New Orleans?
Yeah, but the Saints didn't do good this week.
No, who played Miami? The Bills.
Oh, the Bills.
That was insane.
35-0.
Yeah.
Yeah. But Josh Arnold still didn't give me enough points on my fantasy team. I should have played Lamar Jackson instead.
He didn't have a lot of points this week at all.
Yep.
I enjoyed your impression. Good job.
I'm just getting ready. I'm traveling for work next week, and I got to do like some skits, So I'm just, get loose, get ready.
So speaking of traveling, so I'm gone obviously tomorrow until Friday, and then when do you leave next week? Because I also leave.
I leave Wednesday.
So I leave Monday. So we'll have to I can do it maybe Tuesday night in the hotel or something. Figure it out.
I'll do it before I go to bed. So, hey, it's Gillette. Gillette's got a different YouTube name this time, I think.
Gillette, how's it going? Aw, Gillette was so awesome. Wanted to join last week.
Oh, I know. Sorry, guys. What are the odds that both of our kids had, and like by emergency, it wasn't like life or death, but just what are the odds that both of our kids
decides he wants to get a minor concussion in football practice?
Yeah, and mine just had a really bad stomach ache, and I needed to take care of things. Mom life, guys. Sometimes it interferes. So, all right. So, Niners are 2-0. Chargers are 1-1. And then next week, you guys play the Chiefs. What was your prediction for this game? Do you remember?
Yeah. So, my prediction for this week was for them to lose. The Chiefs are looking good. I mean, the Ravens did beat them, but Herbert's not Lamar yet, right? And honestly, Baltimore, they don't really have a whole lot of strength right now. I mean, they've got Lamar, but they've lost all of their running backs too, right before the season started, or even week one. I don't know. I feel like the Chargers are going to be heated from the game yesterday, so they might come in full force, but I'm still going with my gut that the Chiefs take that one, and I hope I'm wrong.
And this is an away game, right? They're playing in Kansas City. Okay.
So the next home game, oh my gosh, is going to be Monday Night Football, October 6th against the Raiders. Yours truly will be at that game, and I'm terrified to go to this game because of what I went through yesterday, and just being there at night with like all these Raiders fans. And I saw last time the Chargers, mind you, it wasn't SoFi, it wasn't our home, but it was when we were playing at what's it called?
Why can't I think of
StubHub? Yeah, StubHub. It was all black and silver. There was there's one blue over there. Oh, there's a yellow over here. So I'm hoping that we have more fans and it's not so crazy. And I think we're going to take that one. But next week, we'll see what happens. I'm excited to see them bring their game and hopefully redeem themselves.
I hope every team beats the Chiefs. So,
yeah.
I don't know if I'm ever going to get over that Super Bowl loss.
No. I mean, it's hard. And I'm a sore loser. You are too. We both are. We brought our friend who's a Cowboys fan, and luckily she didn't sit with us most of the time, because if there's that gloating and people are cheering. It's just like this fire inside of you. I'm like, stop, be quiet. And, we had 2 touchdowns that were taken away from us. So we're so excited and we're screaming. And then they pull them back and then they turn around and scream right back at you. So, Jay, nothing happened specifically. It was just being in our home field and feeling like we were at a Dallas home game. That's all. And losing. Thank you, refs.
Yeah. The refs helped the Chiefs out with the Super Bowl too. So I can relate to that. Nobody ever gets called for holding Bosa. I mean, did you see the picture of his jersey from week 1?
No, destroyed.
The whole side of it is like shredded from him being held. No holding calls on him.
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think, what was it? I wrote it down. There was 20 penalties in the game. And 12 flags for the Chargers. What?
I feel like every time we were watching the game, it's like, there's a flag. What's that flag for? There's a flag. Wait, what just happened?
Taunting, holding, like the taunting one just kills me. That's such garbage. Like that.
I don't know how I feel about that flag anymore, that penalty, right? It's like, really? Like,
I'm sorry, he had like 4 people mauling him, and it's like he finally got away from them, and so he made a face. Like, get out of here.
Dude, if you get a taunting call for making faces, I'd be kicked out of the league.
You'd be ejected every week. We wear everything on our face. We can't hide it. It doesn't work.
They do love to hold Bosa, Jay. They do. And the refs don't like to call it.
Why is that? Like, why is there certain teams and certain players that, like, in Gillette, sorry, but whenever it's, playoffs or Super Bowl with the Patriots, I always felt like whoever they were playing would get all the penalties.
Maybe it's like really rigged.
No, it can't be rigged. But there's gotta be something.
Yeah, I don't know.
Right. Oh, Tanya, thank you. I am. Forever. I was joking around with my brother came to the game with us and we were driving home, and my dad was a huge Chargers fan, and so that's kind of how we came into this to begin with. But he passed away years and years and years ago, so Carl and I kind of just want to carry on his legacy with the Chargers. And I was telling him, I was like, it's so damn hard to be a Chargers fan. Like, it really is so hard. And then I look at teams like Green Bay, and it's hard to be a Niners fan too, but then you got the Bucks fans where it's like, oh, okay, we win, like always winning. But I could never change teams.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. So one of my employees is a Patriots fan. Always has his lanyard on. And I was working with him last week.
His lanyard to work?
No, like on his keys, because
okay.
His keys, right? And I'm like, oh, the Patriots. And he's like, they just don't have any of the same players anymore. So I can't like be their fan anymore. And I'm like, so what? Are you gonna go be a Bucks fan? Because that's like where the entire Patriots team went. And he's like, yeah, probably. And I was like, dude, you can't just change teams because the players move. Like, that's part of the freaking deal. But so to go what you're saying, right? You're like, dude, it's hard sometimes. Like, it is hard because all of these teams have had ups and downs. All of them. There's not one team that's like always freaking great. I think the Patriots probably had the longest run, right? Before Brady left. But they all have ups and downs. Brady left, Patriots lost. We'll see what they do now. But like, every team has ups and downs. Some teams have never even won a Super Bowl.
It's one thing, like, if you're a Pats fan, you're a Pats fan. You can't go and follow Brady. If you're a Brady fan, and that's the reason why you follow the Patriots, okay, I can understand that. But like with Rivers, when he left, I love Rivers. He's been with us for 16 years, I mean, it was definitely his time to go. But I was curious how he was doing on the Colts, but no way in hell was I a Colts fan. Like,
yeah. When we moved past Jimmy, also, I'm a Jimmy fan. I'm a supporter. I've always believed in him, and I think he's a good quarterback. I think that he's injury prone, but when he plays, he's good. Will I follow Jimmy to whatever team he goes to? Nope.
No.
But I'll want to see him succeed unless he's playing against the 49ers, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Patriots over Tom Brady.
So I saw a meme earlier, and it was like, oh, these young quarterbacks coming in. I think it was Mahomes, Herbert, Lawrence, maybe, and then Tom Brady. It's like the next top quarterbacks for the next 10 years, these young bucks, and here's 40-something-year-old Tom Brady. I don't know, man. I don't think he's going to retire anytime soon.
He's going to try to make it like, we should Google it. What is the oldest person to ever to play football in the NFL? And I bet you, because that guy's, he's so competitive, right? I guarantee you he's just trying to beat whoever it is that's been playing the longest or was the oldest to play. So
I think it was Favre. Let's see.
The Patriots are going to beat the Bucks in week 4. That would be pretty sweet. That would be pretty sweet, especially with the rookie QB going to play against Brady, right?
So George Blanda was a quarterback and place kicker who played in the NFL for 26 seasons. He retired in 1975 at the age of 48.
How old's Tom Brady? 44?
I think so.
Sorry, that's my dog. That's my dog's tail. My husband just got it. Yeah. He's really excited. Someone just walked in the door.
Yeah, he's 44. So he's almost there. I think you're right. He'll play to at least 49 to beat that.
Yep. Yeah, there was that interview with him and Gronk where they were hinting towards him playing till he was 50.
Yeah, I can see it.
Yeah. So
I mean, he's still so athletic, and he's not slowing down at all.
Yeah. As much as you
go ahead.
I was just say, as much as you don't want to like him, he's really good.
He's the GOAT. He really is. I mean, I feel like the only thing that would really stop him is an injury. And at his age, it would probably it would
retire him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so.
Okay.
All right. Gillette, just like Peyton, who lost his first game against the Colts as a Bronco, Peyton is 1-3 versus Indy. Yeah. Bosa needs to start selling the holds.
Oh, man. Well, I'm excited for week 3.
Me too. It's going to be, what time's your game next week?
Sunday night.
Sunday night? Oh, you're Sunday night football.
Yeah, which will be nice because it'll actually play on TV here and I won't have to try to stream it.
Nice.
You guys, we get all the Chargers games and Rams games down here. I don't ever get the freaking 49ers games. I have to figure out how to stream them or hope they're playing on NFL Network.
You got to come over.
Nope. No.
Not on a Sunday.
No, it'll be on TV. I can watch it on Sunday. I always find a way.
Yeah, you'll find it. Well, I'm super excited about it. So last week, we asked what everybody's game day traditions were, right? Yeah. Mm-hmm. So got a few fun responses. A lot of it was just eating and drinking. And there was a couple girls who had certain makeup things that they do during game days. So one was wear red lipstick. Obviously we had our jersey one. Did you come up with anything new that you wanted to try this season?
I haven't yet. I haven't. It's, there's that saying, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Is that what it, right? I'm I don't know. Nope. I haven't figured out a new tradition yet. What about you?
No, I'm close. I think I have one, but we'll see. I'll try it next week, see if it works. And if it doesn't work, then we're not doing it.
One thing, though, that I want to start getting better at, I'm not that great at cooking. You usually do all that stuff when we're together. But I'm dude, I want to start, nailing or trying, great game day recipes, football food. So, if you guys have great recipes or your favorite game day foods, share them with us. Because I'd love to start trying new things or making new things, because I know my kids love to like snack all day. Like they love football season, not to watch football, but just to come and eat. So I think that would be fun for us to start to try some new recipes.
The food thing is huge, especially for kids. Like Lux, she hears wings and she's like, okay, I'll watch football all day with you guys. Wings? Perfect.
Gillette said sit in the same seat. Ooh.
Well, luckily for me this year, that will happen. So I will do that. And I will make sure I sit in the same one every single time. So we'll try a different one next week because both games I've been to now at SoFi, I have lost. 49ers was the first one preseason and now Dallas. So I'm not sitting in seat 7 anymore. That's done.
You need to go stand down by the goalpost.
Where that guy was?
No, down by the goalpost.
Oh, yeah. Wow, it's so crowded in there.
Yeah.
I should try.
All right. Well.
All right.
I think
guys, if you have any traditional food, not traditional food, but foods that you have every game day or things that you like to cook with your friends, your kids, your families, for yourself, let us know. We'd love to try it out. And we hope to see you all next week.
Yeah. Thank you guys for joining us, especially on a Monday night episode right after Monday Night Football. We really appreciate you guys coming out and supporting us. So make sure you like and subscribe. Don't forget, you guys can follow us on Instagram at touchdowns_and_tight ends. And it's the same on TikTok, although we haven't been too active on TikTok. I guess Nicole and I are going to have to meet up soon to make some new TikTok videos because
I was watching all of our TikTok videos yesterday and I was just cracking myself up. I'm like, dude, we got to do this. It's been too long.
We'll get some new TikTok videos out, and then we will be back next Tuesday at 8 p.m. We'll go live. Is that correct? Yeah. So thank you guys again for joining. We will see you, everyone.
See you next week. Good luck on your games this week.
Yep. Let's go Niners.
Go Chargers.